Hello parents everywhere and welcome back to the Homeschool Staff Room. It's Wednesday morning of week 2 of homeschooling here in the UK. Hopefully you're all doing well, and I'm here with my next daily tip to really keep you going and keep you being a really effective head teacher in your own homeschool. So I want to talk today about silent reading. Now this is something that we talked about in a previous video that I said was really important, and probably one of the greatest gifts that you could give your own children was a love for reading. And we also talked about kind of interspersing it throughout the day so that actually the students, or sorry, your children, should I say, could have that real nice, silent, focused, quality reading time, but also give you some time to have some quiet time as well in the house, and that's very much needed for us all. But speaking to quite a few parents and teachers who are also parents as well, it's probably one of the hardest things to that people are trying to crack at the moment. That some of their daughter quite likes the Joe XP lesson. They like being on the laptop doing some of the online stuff. But when it comes to silent reading, it's a little bit of a battle. And so I want to share with you one really kind of good tip today to try and make that work for you. And the tip is really simple. It's about modeling reading yourself. And I think that if we're telling our own children that it's really important to read and you've got to read and it's so important for your future life chances and increasing your literacy is really important. But if they never see us physically reading, then they're probably thinking, well, hang on a second, if it's so important, why don't you do it? Now you might be thinking and might be saying, well, I do read, but my question would be to you, do your children see you read? For lots of people, you might read before you go to bed on a night, and at that point, your own children might already be asleep. So just reflect now, when was the last time or how often do your own children see you sat silently reading? And I think that's something to really reflect on and think, well, if we're going to do this and we're going to talk to our children about the importance of reading, let's model it. And let's physically model it as a family. And it might be that we're all going to do some reading now, and we're all going to sit down, and we're all going to down tools and read our own books privately, silently, etc. Or it might be that you just want to try and subconsciously drip feed that message throughout the next few days by taking time to just say to your kids, right, I'm just going to go and do some reading now. And they then start to pick up on the fact, hang on, like dad's doing some reading, it's cool to read, or mum's doing some reading, or I can see her sat in the chair reading and enjoying her book or his book. And that's really important. And I think that's the only real way to sustain this love for reading, by modeling it yourself as an adult and demonstrating how important it actually is and fitting it into your own cycle. So thinking about when do you read, and can you bring it to the forefront of the day so that your own children can see it? Can you model it, and can you talk about what you've read as well and how much you're enjoying your book and why it's a great book and how you're really excited to read the next chapter, and really demonstrate that there is a real benefit and there is a real love for reading. And hopefully that'll start to help, and hopefully you can then start to make sure that silent reading is more of a daily fixture in your family kind of activities. Just like you would do if you sit down as a family and you have a meal and you make that happen every day. Try and make that modeling of reading happen as well. Okay, hopefully that's been really helpful. Hopefully that will help you with silent reading and establishing those routines in your own home. Keep going, and like all teachers, you are probably now looking forward to the holiday, which is Easter time. So we've got 2 more days of kind of homeschooling, and then lots of schools are going to kind of pull back a little bit from that work over Easter and let you have some real quality family time. So 2 days to go, we can do this.